Hi, this is Marissa Redenbaugh, and I'm your Juvenile Services Librarian. I'm here today to read you about books about this week's theme, summer. Once I get done, Racheal will come on and show you today's craft. The first book we'll be reading is called Summer Color by Diana Murray, illustrated by Zoe Persisco. The hot summer sun lights the sky like a torch as folks fan themselves on the shady back porch. The sparrows keep chirping a song soft and mellow, and sunflowers reach up with petals so yellow. Mama serves peaches and cold lemonade. It's hard to stay cool even here in the shade. Daddy and Uncle bring chairs from the shed. Our cousin shares ice pops, so swirly and red. But far past our yard and the little stone well, beyond the tall meadow where the quiet deer dwell, and over the hill where the willow trees sway, the clouds in the sky turn a dark shade of gray. The wind starts to stir, a few drops pitter-patter, and critters that creep in the grass quickly scatter. Rain batters down on the blustery scene as cardinals fly into treetops so green. Splashing and splattering streak after streak, the rain soaks the earth and sweeps over the creek, where the frogs start to croak and the water snakes slink. The wildflowers glisten with petals so pink. It rains on the cliffs where the egrets take flight, and down on the waterfall, misty and white. It rains on the lake where the paddle boats rock, and drenches the people who fish from the dock. The picnickers pack up their salads and pie and run with their bright purple blankets held high. It rains on the meadow where cozy mice hide. And then here in our yard as we hurry inside. Our soggy shoes squeak when we race through the door. We crowd by the window and watch the rain pour. It falls on the chairs and the swing set out back, on the brown wooden fence and the shed painted black. A flash and a crash fill the thundery sky, but we're snug in our soft orange towels, all dry. The storm drifts away and reveals the bright sun. We head to the yard for some more summer fun. The rain left behind a refreshing cool breeze, and silvery droplets that sparkle on trees, and plenty of puddles for playing in too. And in each reflection, a clear sky of blue. We skip and we jump, we twirl and we dash. Our hot summer day ends with a splash. I thought that book was just beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Our next book we'll be reading is called Dandelion Summer by Fran Preston Gannon. You might have to use a little bit of imagination with this one. On the last day of school, my sister and I find a dandelion on the way home. We send the seeds off into the breeze to find places to grow, and we wish for the best summer ever. Our wish carries on the wind, through the town, into the park. It swirls above the fields, filled with more flowers than we have ever seen. Then our wish comes true in the most unexpected way. Suddenly, a lion sits before us, as lovely as the first breath of summer. We decide to call him Dandelion. We want to stay with him in the park, but Mama is calling us home. We follow Mama back to our house. Little does she know, we are not alone. Dandelion waits, curious, just outside our window, until we decide to let him in. Each day, Dandelion joins us in the garden. And at night, he rests beneath our window under the summer moon. My sister says a wish like this isn't for keeping to yourself. It's best shared with friends. I am so happy. I want to play with Dandelion forever. But some things start to change. The leaves turn red and gold and brown, and the days grow colder. Dandelion falls behind. We see him less and less. Until one day, he's gone, taking summer with him. I feel sad, but my sister tells me not to worry. She says Dandelion will be back one day. So will summer. And we have so many new things to discover together. What do you think? Do you think you would like to have a dandelion friend for the summer? I'm not sure that I would. The next book is called Summer Days and Nights by Wong Herbert Yi. Summer days, so warm and bright, paint my room in morning light. As cat naps in a patch of sun, my summer day has just begun. In the meadow where daisies grow, I creep along on tippy-toe. Behind a clump of rocks I stoop, up and over, down, swoop, swoop. What's this inside my net? No butterfly just yet. Summer days can get so hot, makes me steam like a teapot. Beneath an oak tree in the shade, I sip on ice-cold lemonade. What else is there to keep me cool? Kersplash! I jump into the pool. An insect whizzes past my head. It zips into the flower bed. Buzz, buzz, buzz. What's this I see? A black and yellow bumblebee. Summer's Eve before it's dark. Hooray! A picnic in the park. From tree to tree, I run and hide. Whee! I shoot straight down the slide. We spread a blanket on the ground, plates and napkins passed around. Guess who comes to join the fun? Black ants marching, one by one. A golden sun sinks in the sky. another summer day gone by. Summer nights too hot to sleep. From the windowsill I peep. I hear a noise, a scritch-scratch sound. Something's creeping on the ground. Who is there outside my house? Why, it's just a tiny mouse. A shadow drifts across the grass. I duck and wait as it floats past. Hoo, hoo, it cries. Who's calling me? Oh, look, a barn owl in the tree. Summer nights, moonlit skies, winking, blinking fireflies. I hear a splash, see something jump. A voice croaks low, brum, brum. A summer breeze blows through the trees. It bends the branches, rustles leaves. Across the field on past the gate, my eyelids droop. It's getting late. I crawl in bed, turn off the light, and dream of summer days and nights. The end. What a sweet one, and what a nice way to look at not just the days, but also the fun things you can do at night. Our last book for today is called Summer Song by Kevin Hinkes, illustrated by Laura Dronzek. The summer sun is a giant flower, and the flowers are like little suns of all different colors. But if I had to pick one color, I'd say summer is green. Green on green on green. Summer is a green song. A song of leaves and trees and weeds and grass. Lots of grass. If there is tall grass in a field and the wind blows, it sounds like music. So do the air conditioners and the fans and the sprinklers and the lawnmowers. Most of the time, birds are part of the song, in the air, of the sky, and sometimes rain and thunder are too. If you lie in the grass and you're quiet and patient and lucky, you might hear a bug song, whirring and buzzing and humming. Are there bees? Yes. Grasshoppers? Yes. Crickets? Yes. Dragonflies? Yes. And silent butterflies too. And at night, are there fireflies? Sometimes. There's one, and another one, and another one, and another one. They're singing to each other without a sound. When there is fog early in the morning, summer is a gray song. When you go to the beach or a lake, summer is a blue song. And when the sky is blue too. But the green song is still there. If you slow down and think about it, you can feel the summer song. It's warm, and then hot, and then hotter. In the shade, it can be cool, or when you play with the hose. But when the days become shorter and the nights come earlier, The song changes. Summer gets bored and wants to try something new, something different. The song is turning, turning, turning. It's turning into fall. The end. I hope you enjoyed today's books about summer, and next up will be Racheal to talk about the craft.
Hi friends, I hope you enjoyed the stories about summer this week. So for your two craft options, your curbside craft, you'll get a kit that looks like this. It's very simple. It's just a couple pieces of paper and then your sample picture here. So you should get a pink piece of paper, 2 yellow papers, and a half of a green paper. So we are going to make a pineapple, and it'll end up looking something like this. So what I did was, the reason that I gave you 2 yellow pieces of paper is because I used one to cut out like a pineapple shape here for the very big base of the pineapple. And then I glued that down to the pink paper. I just chose pink because it really makes it pop. And then the other piece of paper I just used for the strips. So you're going to cut strips long ways on the yellow piece of paper, or you can do it short way. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, but you probably won't need the whole length of the strip either way. If you do it this way or this way, you won't need the whole length for each piece. You'll kind of cut the strips and then cut tinier strips out of that, because you're going to roll up the strips into little 3D circles to glue on the pineapple. So you just do that all along. You did it diagonally, and then you can kind of do it. It might be easier to do it this way. You can think about doing it this way, however you want to picture it, however is easiest for you, but you want it to look like a 3D pineapple, so you want them to kind of pop up. And then the pineapples have like little spikes, so I just drew like a little V or a check mark on each of the pieces to make it look like that. And then for the top of the pineapple, this part's a little bit tricky. You just kind of have to do your best with cutting out the little spiky top. I took a piece of paper, like this green paper, and I folded it in half. And then I did both. You want to make sure that you have enough room for both sides of it. So you can either do one whole piece like that, or you could do, I would probably do 2 little pieces, so like 2 halves. So I did like a spiky little half over here, and then when you cut that out, it'll be, you can fold it in half because it'll be the same on both sides. So you fold that in half so it looks like a 3D piece up here, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Cut that out, and then it'll be 3D on both sides. So you'll go ahead and cut it, and then make sure that you do fold it so that it pops up. So that's your curbside craft. And then your printable craft is very similar. Oops, I'm missing a piece on here. But so for the top, you're just going to color it, and then for the bottom, you'll get it'll be strips like this. You'll color them all yellow, or whatever color you want your pineapple to be, and then cut the strips just like you would with the curbside craft, and you'll want them to be kind of small here, so you might cut the strip this way and then a little piece this way, fold them up so that they're in little circles, and then glue them on the little pieces of pineapple that are already outlined on here. So this is your printable version, and this is what it'll end up looking like. All right, so I hope you enjoyed those stories, and we'll see you next time.